This is Listen to the Eagle, Alabama.
Our next guest tonight, someone that I had the pleasure of meeting for the first time, I guess it's about a year and a half ago now, and have watched his business just explode in popularity, not just in the state of Alabama, but across the nation and frankly around the world. Turned into, just in 2 years' time, has really turned this business into just something that's been talked about all over the country and all over the world. Talking with Jake Freeman now from 5x3 Fishing. Jake, welcome to the show.
Hey, glad to be on here.
Man, it's been a while since we talked. I know it's been at least a few weeks, but I've been following you on Facebook and seeing your updates there. It sounds like business for you is going very well.
Hey, it's insane at this point. We will actually be 2 years old the 27th of this month, and we now have a little over 60,000 on Facebook and other social media as far as Twitter and Instagram. We have several thousand on it as well. But you know, this was not planned out. This was a shot in the dark that kind of grew wings and took off on its own.
Well, and for folks that are maybe hearing about you for the first time and maybe not familiar with 5x3 Fishing, tell folks a little bit about how this all started and what your thought process was when you started this business.
Sure. You know, it's a clothing line. It's freshwater bass fishing related. It stands for 5 fish by 3 o'clock, which is the way that all tournaments work. You have to weigh in your 5 best fish by 3 o'clock. It was really just an idea that I scribbled into a notebook. I drew a logo, and my wife and I were talking, and I said, you know, it'd be nice if there was a Facebook page where anglers that are locals and amateurs and the hardworking people that really fund the industry could go to that kind of have something in common. So I started a Facebook page. And then people kept saying, "Hey, would you put that logo on a shirt? Would you put that logo on a shirt?" And I was very reluctant to do it. Finally, my wife said, "Hey, just try it. We'll make 100 shirts and see how it goes." So, in the infancy, we only had about 2,500 people on the site. We had 100 shirts made, and we sold 100 shirts in 44 minutes. So we knew we were onto something. And now we have a product line that offers probably 30 or 40 different kinds of shirts, hats, anything that you could think of with our logo on it. We've been compared to the freshwater salt life is what some people call it. Now, we're not that big, but I think that we have the potential to be that big in the next few years.
When you talk about the size of your business and how it's grown, I know in discussions you and I have had about this, it really isn't about dollars and cents for you, though. It's about the people that you've encountered over the last 2 years, and the journey that your business has taken because of them. Talk a little bit about, because I've always viewed your business as something very unique from a business structure. It's not all about the dollars and cents, and it's not about building a big corporate structure, but it's really centered around the people that you interact with and your pro staff. Tell people a little bit about that.
Yeah, you know, the whole thing is the business side of it is that we rely heavily on locals and amateurs and just people that just your average everyday people. We're not trying to appeal to, the upper end people or anything like that. We want everybody to be a part of 5x3. And we have people that aren't even fishing related that just kind of, enjoy what we do and we show off. It's not, the company's not about us, it's about the people. And what we did is we built a brand around the community. I knew enough about fishing to go ahead and kind of design the logo and where I wanted to go with it, but I had to build a community because without it, we don't have a logo, we don't have a brand. But yeah, the whole thing in 2 years, we have met some really, really amazing people that will be friends for life, and it's all because of the logo that I drew in a notebook 2 years ago. So, it's still me and my wife that run the business. We do everything from all social media, we do all packaging, we do anything that's business related. I design the shirts. So when people say we're a family business, I mean, we truly are a family business. It's my wife and I, and we process orders 24 hours a day and answer email requests 24 hours a day. And we're not really trying to build a brand. We're just trying to build the community of local and amateur fishermen.
When you talk about getting away from the business side and talking about the community and the brand, that the brand built around the community, when you look back over the last 2 years, what would you say are some of your your proudest moments, the memories that you think about that really kind of keep you motivating and going, what, is there, can you point to one or two different maybe milestones or people that you met or interacted with or that has really, as just memorable moments for you 2 years into this?
Oh yeah, absolutely. We have one that we talk about on a regular basis, my wife and I. We had only been in business 3 or 4 months, and our tagline that goes along with our logo is no excuses. In the fishing world, there's always excuses, just like everything else in life. Hey, somebody will come to weigh in, and they won't have anything to weigh in, and if there's always an excuse. So our tagline is no excuses. So shortly after we came out, we had an email come from a guy that said that he was a big-time fisherman, had fished his whole life. His brother was his partner. His brother had got cancer and passed away, and he just gave up fishing. And then whenever he saw 5x3, read what we were about, it gave him the drive and determination to start fishing again. And, hey, that really, really touched on, because running a business is not easy. There's a lot of times, middle of the night, even when things are going good and you're being successful, there's times that you're just kind of like, this is just too much. I mean, there's times even in success that you still want to give up. Yeah. But, it's the people like that keep us driven and keep us motivated to do what we're doing.
That's, yeah. That's incredible. And I think everybody that's listening and watching us on the show it probably does feel the same way. It's the reason that, in your case, the reason you would get out at 2 a.m. to go fishing in a tournament, or if you're hunting, the same reason you would get out and go sit in a tree stand at 3 or 4 a.m. It's that passion for that. You kind of talked a little bit about where you've been. What do you, as far as your future goals now? You're hitting this milestone. You've got tens of thousands of fans on Facebook. You've got a very successful product line. What's really next for 5x3 fishing? Where do you go from here?
I don't know. We try to figure that out. We try to create a business model, but we generally let the community kind of dictate where we take things, because we don't ever want to put out product or do something that the community generally, wouldn't agree with. So we try to take info from the people that are involved in social media, or somebody will email us and say, hey, have you considered this? We're very open-minded about this business, because I kind of feel like, once you close your mind as far as what you're doing, that's whenever businesses usually fail. So we're very open. We just kind of let people dictate where we go. And that may not be a perfect business model for all businesses, but for what we've done, it's worked great for us. Yeah.
Oh, I absolutely. And I think it's part of that. It's kind of the brand that you built, where it really is surrounding the community and being the centerpiece of your business. And it's not about one person. It's not about a name. It's about the people that are involved in that. I imagine folks see you on a regular basis at tournaments. In fact, I know, following you on Facebook, you've even sponsored some tournaments 5x3 has. Anything like that coming down the road anytime soon?
We hope so. We hope to create a tournament trail that's 5x3 based. Now, as busy as we stay, it's kind of hard to do that. But yeah, we want to get into doing more tournaments, because it helps us interact with the people that are our fans and are on Facebook. So that's our best time to get to meet people and talk to them and thank them for all that they've done for us. We have people thank us a lot for the things that we do, and we don't really get a chance to thank the people that do what they do for us, because that's what keeps us motivated and driven. So we like to have tournaments to where, or even just get-togethers where fans can come out and we can all just meet and greet and have a great time and let us thank them for what they've done for us.
Jake, if folks want more information about you, what's the best way for them to reach you?
Really, we're really popular on Facebook. If you'll just go to Facebook and type in 5x3 Fishing, or you can go to our website at www.5x3nation.com, and you can also look us up under those taglines on Instagram and Twitter as well.
For the best in hunting and fishing talk, join us for Listen to the Eagle live every Monday night at 6 p.m. Central.